So as I've been improving myself more, as I've been going on this self-improvement journey, I have definitely noticed that there are a lot of problems that I have with junk food. Junk food may be one of my big addictions. I've been able to kick other things off way more than junk food. And there are obviously there are other challenges and setbacks that I have and other addictions and stuff. But the basic point of this video is knowing your weakness is kind of a strength. If you know what your actual weakness is, where you fall short, which area you do, like whether it's lust or like sexual thoughts or food or alcohol or addiction in general, or just whatever, if you know what you're fighting and you know how powerful it is and you know that it's your weakness, that's a strength. But man, you can set up your life, and this is what I'm currently trying to do. You can set up your life in a way where it leads away from things that you don't need it to be near. For me, my big thing, honestly, I'll come out and say it, my big thing is nicotine. Nicotine has been controlling my life ever since I turned 21. Ever since I turned 21, and I'm not even kidding with that. I really did start at like 21, but vapes, cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes as much, and I don't recommend anyone else do. But I don't. There's different opinions on that. But yeah, in general, just nicotine just has controlled my life ever since I turned 21, which has really only been a year, but it's not been a great year. Honestly, yes, I've been awake. I've been more happy. I've been I've been doing better for sure, but it wasn't the best year. And honestly, where I fall short is the nicotine. And so when you figure out what your obstacle is, you can figure out how to curb your life around those obstacles, away from those obstacles, right? So it's something that I've learned recently. It's like, okay, so I'm going to quit nicotine, which I have been quitting. I'm in the process of quitting, which doesn't mean I'm still smoking. That means I'm chewing some of the gum. But anyways, setting up my life to where this is here, and I'm setting myself up around these people so that if I do fall, these people will pick me up. It's tough, okay? But if you know what your weakness is, that is how you can learn to win the game. I'm telling you, it can happen. It can happen. I've overcome a couple addictions before. And listen, whether you're going to fall back or not, you can beat it every single time. I promise you. And if you know what your weakness is, and you know that's more than most people know. Most people, from what I've observed, and I'll use nicotine as an example, and maybe some of you can relate to this. Most people, you'll ask about, hey, do you smoke nicotine? Do you vape or something? They'll be like, yeah, man, I love vaping. And if you ask them, like, why, or you ask them, like, do you think it's wrong? If you kind of question them on it, they'll kind of just be, like, taken off guard. It's like, oh, shoot, I haven't thought about that before. I mean, no one's ever said I haven't thought about that before, but it seems almost as if people don't know that, like, this is a weakness. This is an addiction. This is where you fall short. This is where I don't think most people realize, okay, my addiction is where I fall short. I don't think most people are that self-aware. But people like you and me who watch self-improvement videos, which just probably got recommended to you either because you watch self-improvement videos or you're trying to watch your first one, or whatever. I don't know. There are other ways you can find this video, but I would say when you know that that's where you fall short, that is absolutely your strength. And when you don't know that that's where you fall short, that's where it can just go off the walls. So just think about it. Ask yourself, what is holding me back? Ask yourself, what is holding me back? You can comment in the comment section if you want, or you can keep it private. Don't feel forced to share it. But yeah, think about what is holding me back. And when I thought about that to myself, I honestly had to think. I was like, well, it's probably addiction is holding me back, and junk food, which is addiction, but it's also like it's different than being addicted to nicotine for sure. But yeah, that's all this video is about. It's just letting you know, encouraging you guys, if you know what you're fighting and you know how hard it is, it may be tough, but you could win. And you have a strength there over your weakness. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and guys, I actually have a new a Patreon linked in the description below. If you like this kind of content, you can go ahead and check that out. There will be exclusive videos, extra content. You'll kind of get to be in the know about what's going to go on in the channel in the next week or whatever, and extra vlogs, just early released content, stuff like that. Also, I have a Spotify account where I just uploaded a new album. I don't know why I keep stuttering, but you can check that out, link in the description. And yeah, with that said, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, comment, all that kind of stuff. Thanks, guys. See ya.